In today's video, we will learn how does a formation of a being occur. The formation of a being occurs with the help of fertilization and gametes, and the main factor in that is meiosis. Now, I am taking a very hard step here. So, how does meiosis actually occur that? So, meiosis is a very constructive thing whenever we are talking about meiosis because it is not the leading factor for the formation of any being, because beings could also reproduce themselves with the help of mitotic division. But meiosis plays a major role and the main factor for the sexual reproduction. And what happens in that reproduction? The gametes are required. What are gametes? Gametes are the structural unit for the formation of life. Those are the transfer of genetics. They transfer the genetics with the help of that. Now, whenever we are thinking about reproduction, then let's understand what is really reproduction. Reproduction is the formation of a new being with the pre-existing species. Now, what is that? Us humans are formed by the union of our parents' gametes. So, we are formed from them. So, with the help of their genetics, new ones are formed from a pre-existing species. Yeah, that's the thing. So that thing is known as reproduction, and reproduction is really essential. It is not a very thing that if a person does not reproduce they will die. It's not that factor. But to a species, if a species want to survive, dominate, then it should reproduce, and reproduction is the really essential part in them, and its nature way of spreading life in every possible way. We have studied reproduction in previous standard as well, and the both type of it. What are the type of it? Sexual and asexual reproduction. Now both type of sexual and asexual reproduction are considered to be very similar, the being with the help of gametes. Now gametes are formed in each being. How do they form? They form with the help of meiosis. And what happens in meiosis? Meiosis is a process which is similar to mitotic division, but instead of it being haploid, it is diploid. Now let's understand this term. What are haploid and what are diploid? Haploid is when the two set of chromosome are present. What is the two set of chromosome? I am not talking about the X and Y, the two pairs. Because if one set is a N, then the two set will be 2N. That's the haploid condition. But in meiosis, four gametes are formed in female and male. There are millions and millions of gametes are formed as sperms. But if I am talking about the female or anyone in meiosis, four gametes are formed, and those four gametes will contain a set of chromosome, 23 set, not the whole 43. The pair is known as 23, but it is not consisting a pair, it is only having 23. While understanding that this is the reason every species is different, because some chromosomes, some speciality, some special characters are divided into four other types. So the characters are divided. How will a individual be the same if the characters are divided? And the recombination within the chromosome also occurs. Now with the help of this knowledge, what do we understand? The gametes are formed, and with the help of gamete, new ones are formed. After formation of the new ones, the gametes are fertilized. What is fertilization? Fertilization is the formation of zygote with the union of male and female gametes. Now, what are union of male and female gametes? We all know gametes. What is zygote? Zygote is the first cell in that being. The first cell of an infant of a being is zygote, and that zygote multiplies with the help of mitotic division and forms many cells which are stem cells in a sac, and that sac is called as embryo. What is embryo? Embryo is a sac of cell in which millions of stem cells are present. Not millions, I am over exaggerating a little bit, but many stem cells are present, and those stem cells later led to foundation of the liver cell, the heart cell, the brain cell, the kidney, the bones and pancreas and every cells. So those are the things which are leading to formation of each type of cell. Stem cells are the foundation of being. Do you know with the help of biotechnology one can preserve stem cells? And what are the purpose of that preservation? Whenever an infant is formed, then they come with the umbilical cord within their body. and that umbilical cord could be preserved when with the help of liquid nitrogen, and some companies are doing that. If an infant is formed, they will prescribe you to preserve their umbilical cord with the help of cooling it down so its degradation doesn't occur. What are the purpose for its preservation? Us humans and many organisms, but mainly for humans, we do are very sensitive to cancer, leukemia, and many other diseases. So, as a precaution for future, stem cells are preserved. These are the purpose of preservation of stem cell, and this is the whole story of how does one being is formed. Thank you.